Football Manager has just been released and they have got 3 new game modes, and I'm going to go through them and show you which ones are the best ones to set up ready for your new Football Manager season. So you head over to career and you have options. I'm going to quickly pick Spurs, as I'm going to show you them as it's going to be the best one. And you have original, you have new, real world, and you have your world. Original is the original way to play FM. Updated squads will be used at the start of each career, even if the transfers hadn't happened yet before the corresponding real live date. Then you have real world, which is players will start at their clubs where they were at the start of the date of the career. They will move when the time comes in Football Manager to the clubs that they have signed for. Or you have your world, which is club squads and budgets will be accurate to the start of the 2023 season and 2024 season with no real life changes made at all. So you make the changes. So I'm going to show you a couple examples of what I am showing you and why these ones work for each person. And first, we're going to stick with original. With the original, we're going to go over to the Spurs squad, and straight away, as you can see there's a couple of players that are in this team that were at the start of the season. So Mickey Van de Ven, he has signed for Spurs, and he looks phenomenal in this game, I'm not going to lie. But he signed this year, 34.5 million. He's already at the club. We don't have to wait for him get to the club when it's going to be in August. He's at the club straight away. Also, you will see James Maddison in there. Don't have to wait for him. He's automatically at the club, 40 million from Leicester, and there is no Harry Kane. So that just shows you that everything has been moved how you would originally play Football Manager with a transfer update, and it's bang on right there. Also, you have the transfer budget as well. It's going to be 19 million with 130 million in the player wages. That just shows you that the players' ins and outs have corresponded with each other, and it's all reset to what they've got left of the budget right now in the footballing world IRL. We then head over to real world, which is pretty much everything corresponding with the real life. As you can see there, we have a couple of players going out. We didn't have Davinson Sanchez in the original one, but we do here, and he is moving to Galatasaray on the 4th of September. Also, a few other ones there. Digi Spencer's going out, joining Leeds, and Regulian is going to go to Manchester United, which is going to be on the 1st of September. And also, Harry Kane is going to make that move away to Bayern Munich, and that goes through on the 12th of August. So these are going to be some signings that are being made, and they're going to be brought into the game a little bit later on. For me, this one's going to be really interested in January, because if you're in January IRL and they make a couple of signings during that winter transfer window, when you start a new save in August, are you going to go for the original where the plays in January are going to be moved into August, or are you going to wait it out and use the plays at the end of that December ready for the January transfer window and use it exactly the same as real life? The possibilities are endless, and you've got options there for it. Also, with this one as well, you will have a different transfer budget. We skip that, as you can see. I am brand new to this. We have £202,000 in the wages shy. That's because Harry Kane hasn't left yet, who's on probably the most astronomical amount of money yet. He is still picking up a wage, so the wages haven't taken an effect until they do leave the club. So that's one thing you got to look at when you are doing real world. And finally, we're on to your world, and that one is with no signings or transfers or anything made. It's all at the present time of the 2003-2004 season before the window. As you can see, David Sanchez is into the team as well. He's still there. Regulian is still in there as well, and Harry Kane is still at the football club. So you've got different options here with what you want to do and how you played. I think this is going to be a real good one, the Your World, for experiments as well. Also, I'm a person that doesn't like to do transfer windows on the first season, purely because I feel like that is kind of cheating, because you've already got players in there that they've already signed. So this could be a way of going, what if I was the manager at the start of the season? Would this happen? And also, you can run experiments of Harry Kane, seeing how he would actually react using Postecoglou as their manager. And there's different little experiments that can be done here. Very, very good. And it's one of the best things I think Football Manager have come up with since the release. This is massive, and it's got a really good kind of repeatable play or decision making that you can make to change this game. There are so many options to play this game, and it's absolutely fantastic. And another thing, when setting up a game, I'm going to show you a nice little hint and tip of what I like to do. So when we're on this page and we've got into an advanced setup, I like to come down here and I like to prevent the use of in-game editor. That's just not for me. I just don't want any accusations or anything like that from anything. So I just download it, just delete that, get that off. I don't want anyone showing you that I can use the editor. I also have attribute masking disabled. Attribute masking shows you the exact amount of the attributes without scouting or anything like that. I use this because, one, it makes things a little bit faster. And as a content creator on Twitch, people come into my chat and will ask me to check how to play it. And when I get a player and there's absolutely no attributes there, it's kind of a waste of my time, kind of a waste of their time. And I feel a little bit harsh that they don't get to see a play that they wanted to do. So for me, I have attribute masking on. It's really play it how you want to. There's a lot of fuss about it. Just play it how you want to. So then we're going to go over to our players in the league. You can go into your leagues, add them in, add into the South America one where you can get the Brazilian, Argentinian Wonder Kids that everyone wants to do, and also plenty of other options of what leagues you want to pick. One that I like to do is go over to this top one right at the top here and then go to advanced. And then what I do is you see here, we can click on add and then we can add these continents in and then put the players from the top division in. So now I've got all the players from the top divisions from the South American side. That's Brazil, that's Argentina, that's Colombia, that's all of them into this game now. I don't have to then render the games being played of like a Gamero versus Sao Paulo. I don't have to render that. I can just have the top players in the game and it just helps with the process of the game a little bit smoother. It just helps that CPU not get overheated when you are doing it through. And I've put it on all of them as well. So I've got Europe in there, North America, Asia. Now that the J League has been added to it, I think Asia is going to be definitely one to keep an eye out because there's some wonder kids lurking about in Asia. That's just a little tip. And now I have approximately 85,000 players in the league as well. And it just makes things a little bit more easier on the processing. And you don't have to go through all the games that have been played elsewhere around the world just to have that wonder kid, that chance of that wonder kid coming through. So that's just a little couple of hints and tips that I hope help you out to set up your game ready for this early access. Guys, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button. It helps out massively. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for checking out my content. I'll catch you all next time. Much love and bye-bye.